and welcome back to my channel. My name is Bunny Cakes, and I am here with a second part of my ginormous book haul from the books that I bought the last couple of months. So let's get started. The first book in this chunk of books that I bought is The Little Mermaid, the novelization. So it is the story of Ariel, just like the movie. And it has pictures from the live-action movie that just came out with the new Ariel and the new Prince Eric and everyone. The movie looks great. I actually haven't watched it yet, but I want to. And so yeah, I got the book. I'm going to read that, and then I'll probably go ahead and watch the movie to celebrate. And you know, of course, I'm rocking my Ariel goth fantasy over here with my red hair too, so it works. The next book I got is Love in the Time of Serial Killers by Alicia Thompson. So this one is about PhD candidate Phoebe Walsh, who has always been obsessed with true crime. She's even analyzing the genre in her dissertation, if she can manage to finish writing it. It's hard to find the time while she spends the summer in Florida cleaning out her childhood home, dealing with her obnoxiously good-natured younger brother, and grappling with the complicated feelings of mourning a father she hadn't had a relationship with for years. It doesn't help that she's low-key convinced that her new neighbor, Sam Dennings, is a serial killer. He may dress business casual by day, but at night he's clearly up to something. It's not long before Phoebe realizes that Sam might be something much scarier and a genuinely nice guy who can pierce her armor to reach her vulnerable heart. So this has been called a criminally addictive romance, and it's funny, sharp, and thoughtful, according to some of the reviews on the back. And so I thought this would be an interesting book. I've been kind of reading some romance novels lately, and this kind of ties in my true crime and my romance at the same time, so we'll hit two birds with one stone, and read it together. Now the next one I got is a bolster to my Stephen King collection. So it's Firestarter. It's a reprint, of course. This one is actually a tie-in. The cover is a tie-in to the motion picture that came out. The new remake of Firestarter. I think the original had Drew Barrymore, and I'm not sure who the actress in this one is. I don't know her name, but I assume this is her right here. You know, if you've watched my channel before, I love Stephen King, and I'm working on building a library of all of his books, short stories, poems, movies, all that. He's one of my favorite authors, so this is going to be a great addition to that. The next book I have is actually 3 books in one. It's by V.E. Schwab, and I apparently forgot to take the sticker from Walmart off of it, but it's the City of Ghosts trilogy. So it's got book 1, 2, and 3 in it. So City of Ghosts, Tunnel of Bones, and Bridge of Souls. I really liked what I've read so far of The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. I think that's the one by her. Anyway, I need to finish reading that at some point, because I started it back in like 2020, and I got distracted, and I keep forgetting to pick it back up. But this was cool, 3 books in one. I figured I'd try it out. It was on sale at Walmart a while back ago. And then this next book is by Bryce Moore, The Perfect Place to Die. This one is about Zaretta, who never thought she'd encounter a monster, one of the world's most notorious serial killers. She had resigned herself to a quiet life in Utah, but when her younger sister Ruby travels to Chicago during the World's Fair and disappears without a trace, Zaretta leaves home to find her. But 1890 Chicago is more dangerous and chaotic than she even imagined. Even with the help of a dashing stranger and a friendly hotel maid, Zaretta doesn't know where to start until she learns of her sister's last place of employment, a mysterious hotel known as the Castle. Zaretta takes a job there, hoping to learn more about her sister's final days. And before long, she realizes the hotel isn't what it seems. Women disappear at an alarming rate. She hears crying from the walls and terrifying whispers that follow her at night. In the end, she finds herself up against one of the most infamous mass murderers in American history and his custom-built death trap. So this sounds like it's related to the H.H. Holmes serial killer, which is really cool. And then I also got a second book by Bryce Moore. It's called Don't Go to Sleep. So this one is about Gianna. She's an average girl with big worries. She's concerned about her family's store, the Great War, and a mysterious illness taking hold of New Orleans. And then the attacks begin. A lone man with an axe is terrorizing families, murdering men, women, and children in their beds as they sleep, and the police can't or won't stop him. Gianna knows this monster too well. Years ago, he attacked her family, and she's sworn the scars of their last encounter for a long time. She knows she's the only one who can find him. And as she and her friend Enzo study the crimes, they see a common link between the victims that helps lead them to the killer. But as Gianna closes in on the notorious Axeman, she discovers a connection between them that could cost her everything. So this author seems to write fiction about known real serial killers. The Axeman of New Orleans has always been an interesting serial killer to me anyway, and the fact that he wouldn't murder people who had live jazz bands playing in their homes on the nights that he would specify was interesting to me. So yeah, those books both look really, really good. And then I got a novella by Holly Jackson. It's a tie-in to Good Girl's Guide to Murder. I read Good Girl's Guide to Murder, and I'm actually getting ready to read Good Girl, Bad Blood, which is the second one. So this is just an extra tie-in little story that I picked up because I like the series. And I still actually have to buy As Good as Dead and Five Survive, which are conveniently on the back of the book, so I know which titles I still need to buy. So I'm looking forward to reading that one as well. It's a short book. Let's see. And it's written in the case file way that all the books have been written so far, and it's just a couple 100 pages maybe. Not all the pages are numbered here, so let's see. Oh yeah, most of the pages aren't numbered here, so I have no idea how many pages this is. Oh no, wait, that's not numbered because it looks like it's a sneak peek of the next book. Is that what it is? Hold on. No, it's maybe. Yeah, it's got a sneak peek of the next book. So we're professionals here, as one of my favorite YouTubers says. But yeah, the pages aren't actually numbered at all after a certain point. Oh, no, that's because that was another teaser. Okay, let's find out where this story actually ends. So it's 117 pages, and then you get some teasers of the next two books in the series. So, yeah, I'm really interested in this book, and I'm going to have to buy the other two books. I might buy them as ebooks because I've really been liking ebooks recently. Partly because with my hand the way it is, they're easier to hold. Then the next one I got is Looking for Alaska by John Green. A lot of people love John Green. I haven't really read much of his stories or many of his books, but because so many people like him, I figured I'd take up the challenge and read him a little bit. I do know I follow his brother Hank, and I'm sorry to hear that he has cancer, but hopefully he'll get through that pretty well, because I love their banter together. So I like them as people, and I don't really know John Green as an author, so I figured I'd give him a chance. And then this last book should have been in my first book haul because it's a graphic novel. It's Attack on Titan, the Omnibus. It's the first 3 volumes of the anime, and my mother-in-law loves this anime. She absolutely loves it, and she watched so much of it, and she said that I would like it, so I figured, well, what the hey, I found the omnibus for the first 3, so I'll read this, and then I'll probably watch the anime too, if I like it. But that is the last book in this haul. Tell me which of these books you might be interested in reading, or if you've read any of them. Let me know in a comment down below, and please like and share my video if you want to, and thank you for watching. Take care of yourself and others, and have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.